before we had released the Everglow, we got asked to come over and play a concert in Japan. It was our first time that we got to step outside of the U.S. And that memory sticks out for me for a number of reasons, but the main one, when we started, we were just kids in Virginia trying to figure out how to make a record that sounded and felt like we wanted it to sound like, and kind of never imagined that music would then become a bridge to a place as far away as Japan and a people culturally as far away from Virginia as you could possibly imagine. And so to have that experience, I remember taking off in the airplane just being like, man, this is crazy that we get to travel around the world, to this place that we don't have a record out over there. It was just fans from the internet.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we're in Tokyo and we're playing this sold out show in a small club, but it was packed, and all of these Japanese faces full of just joy and life singing every word back to us. And I was just like, how did this happen? Like, what a moment. And then got off stage, kind of like making our way back out to meet people and kind of sign stuff and just connect with people. And this is when the aha moment happened, because trying to have conversations, I just realized that they didn't actually speak English in a way that they could carry a conversation, and yet they had just sung every word to these songs back to us, like with all of their might, like it meant something deeply. And it was just for me that moment where I realized firsthand how powerful music is as this bridge to connect with other people in a way that like crosses those boundaries of ideology or culture or distance, and actually really allowed us to connect on that deepest level with people in a way that really just, it transcends logic. Like it's something that is deeper than, something you could write a formula on a page about. It's like strange and mysterious and beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Especially when it's like the first way you communicate.
Yeah.
Because like I remember that same moment, and from Toledo to Tokyo was on our first song on the Everglow. So like obviously being in Japan has had an effect on us time and time again. It's like feeling like people were learning the language of like the English language through our, because I remember like looking at those faces, and there's a little bit of a lag. They're behind me singing because they're like almost thinking about what these words mean, in their language and how to sort of like interpret. And then fast forwarding to our very last show in Tokyo, I remember walking on stage and there were these 3 little Japanese girls up front, and they were sobbing because they didn't know when they were going to see us again. And just, that was so sweet.
Oh yeah, thank you guys so much. Welcome to the Everglow. And I've not slept awake with these thoughts that I've been thinking. This is the mark I aim to miss. You toss and turn, I lie awake. Who knows what I've been drinking? Another cheat, meaningless kiss. From the beginning, Jolt down and lost with love, its charm. I just want to wake up someone, 'cause I just want to wake up. 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 6 days and I can see the same brown eyes in this reflection. Is this the man you'll say I'll be? You toss and turn, I lie awake in in some. Thank you guys so much. Oh yeah.
But having those kind of moments where like all of like the logical explanations of like what it takes to write a song and what it takes to put a mic on a source and then, you know, put artwork to it and have your label have a marketing plan. It's like that's just like what Zach said. It's like the quantity is not by any means attached to the quality, and it's that's definitely been one of the most amazing things that I've experienced with our traveling and playing music together.
This concludes the Everglow by May. I hope you enjoyed your journey.